Shalom, Israel. I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi, Bahasham, Rakak, Wadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders and bishops at Great Millstone. And peace and salutations and peace and mercy to the prophets, the hopeful elect, the 144,000, and to the men and women of the 12 lost tribes of Israel, you so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native American Indians. Shalom. Back with another lesson. I'll title this one, Times of Difficulty. Times of Difficulty. Call halal Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. Call halal Yamla Alahayanawa Abanawa Yahawah Bahasham Yahawashi. And back with another lesson, something that's on my spirit. And as the title reads, Times of Difficulty. And this will be straight to the point, man. Time is winding down. The days are the Lord is cutting the days short. They're flying by. We got one more week, and that's it for August. And we're going into September, into the fall. We got September, October, November, December, and here it is. We're in the 2026 coming soon. But the economic pressure. The economic pressure is building. Right here in this place, the U.S., the people are, a lot of people are losing, they've lost their jobs. They've lost their jobs, behind on rent. They told you, over 50%, over 50% of U.S. Citizens are check to check. They're struggling from check to check. That means they get their check, they spend it, it's gone, and then they're working, through the week and waiting on that next check to pay off some more, bills and things like that. Or you got people, that are laid off and they're looking for jobs, and rent is due. And people are committing crimes, man. People are stealing. People are selling dope right now. You got these sledgehammer burglaries right now. People driving cars into businesses and stuff and busting the front entrance down with cars and trucks and stuff like that. Mass break-ins. Robbing, pulling off heist on these armored trucks. It's getting ill out here, man. I went into the store today and broad daylight. I went into the store today and was standing in line, and it looked like a Jake. He ran straight in the store and snatched this woman's necklace off her neck and ran right back out to the street. He came in the store and snatched. We were standing in line in the store, and the young man came in there and snatched her necklace off her neck and ran out the store into the street. You see, so it's and this is where it's finna go. This is where it's finna go, because the resources, the resources are being limited. Again, Trump and his administration, they're these cuts, and they're limiting the resources. You see, let me go here. This is just a quick hit, something that's on my spirit, man, straight to the point. These are we're gonna be tested. We're all about to be put to the test. This is coming down to a point, man, where your money can't save you. Your money can. It's only gonna go. That dollar bill is only gonna go so far for you, because the Lord ultimately He's gonna cut that short. Let me go here. Proverbs. Proverbs. Straight to the point. Proverbs 30. Proverbs 30 and 5. It says, every word of Yahawah, Bahasham, Yahawashi is pure. Every word of the Lord is pure. There's no lies in this book. The secrets, the mystery on how to live life. The mystery, the secret on how to be delivered. How to be righteous. How to be holy. Is right here in this Bible. You want to be delivered? It's right here in this book, the Lord telling you what to do. Every man sit here on earth and tells lies. The Lord, He don't tell no lies, man. Not one. Every word, every single word is pure. It says, He is a shield. He is a shield unto them that put their trust in Him. And this is what you want, man. You want to be shielded in these times of difficulty. You want to be shown favor. Because right now, the people are, the hope, there's no light in them. There's no light. They're leaning on that American, they're trusting on that American dollar bill. And it's being stretched real thin. It's being stretched real thin. The Lord said He's a shield unto them that put their trust into Him. Because we're headed towards sedition amongst men. This is where it's headed. Sedition amongst men. They're going to start running up into people's homes. Just taking what they want. Street gangs, militia groups. Because the people are being pushed into a corner. They're going to start running up in people's home and just doing, it's just going to be a terrible, violent thing, man. Let me go here. Let me stay in Proverbs. Triple digit day here in Northern California. Triple digit heat weather here in Northern California today and for the next few days. What was that? We'll stay in Proverbs. Because the scripture tells us that the word was precious in those days. The word was precious in those days. This word, this is what's going to get you through, man. Wisdom and knowledge shall be the stability of thy times. These times of difficulty, the times of partying and festivities and stuff like that. People are They're going to want to hear this word, man, because it's just getting too difficult out here. The squeeze is on. The squeeze is getting tighter. The laws are getting more stricter. See? You know, anxiety, Salakia, anxiety is building. Let me go here. The pressure. Proverbs 12 and 25, and it reads, it says heaviness in the heart of man maketh it stoop. See, heaviness in the heart of man make it stoop. See, that trouble, the anxiety, the pressure, it weighs a person down. And this is what's taking place right now in society. The people are being weighed down through this economic pressure and the different new requirements and things like that, and all this violence. See, the heaviness of the heart, anxiety, pressure is building. The people are being beat down, man. You know, it's like Esau is just slowly choking you to death. He just slowly choking you to death. It says, but a good word, see, but a good word maketh it glad. And just like in it just read in Proverbs the 30th chapter that every word of the Lord is pure, man. See? This word. You're going to need this to make it through this, because it's too overwhelming. You can see the people are getting ready to lose it. It says 26, it says the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. See? The righteous is more excellent than his neighbor. It says, but the way of the wicked seduceth them. See? The righteous, the real servants of the Lord are preaching this word. You know, they got the gospel, the good news. But the wicked, they're leading the people astray. They're trying to go into their own philosophies and ways of man. They're not leaning on the Lord. And then, like the Lord tell you, the blind shall lead the blind, and they both shall fall into a ditch. Let me go here. Psalm 92. I'll close out with this. Psalm 92. Because in these times of difficulty, man, the righteous is going to flourish. See, the righteous is going to flourish. And the real servants, you know, because you got to use your spiritual discernment in this end. You know, using your spiritual discernment. And when you have that spiritual discernment, you see through people like glass. You see right through them. You ain't got to say no word. You just see right through them. They ain't got to say one word. You see right through them. See? But in this times of difficulty and tribulation, 92 and 12. 92 and 12. This is the righteous, the elect. It says the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. See, the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree, and we know it's symbolic because the palm tree is sturdy, it's strong, you know, and it symbolizes victory. You know, in these different storms and typhoons and hurricanes, the palm tree withstands all of the storms. All the other trees get blown down, but that palm tree stays put. A good majority of the time, that palm tree stands through all the storms. That's symbolic to the elect, the Lord's real servants, his true servants. They're going to flourish in this time of tribulation and trouble. While everybody is suffering and being put to death, the elect is going to flourish. See? It says, he shall grow like a cedar in Lebanon. And we know the cedar trees are known for its roots. Those cedar trees grow up, up to 100 feet. Quote me if I'm wrong. And they last hundreds and hundreds of years. Those cedar trees. Strong, deep roots. This is all symbolic to the Lord's elect in this time of trouble. Everybody else that's not a part of the Lord's elect they're gonna catch holy hell, man. They're gonna suffer. But the Lord said, the righteous shall flourish like the palm tree. You're gonna withstand and be shown favor in all of this, in the midst of this chaos, and the people are gonna see it too. They're going to see it. I'll leave it there. The Lord said, continue to pray and watch. Shalom.